And then it didn't work. And trying to go live. I think I'm going live to any groups or anything. Well, so I better tighten this down. It might just flip upside down. There we go. I don't know why it comes loose. So I'm live if anyone's here. I have a few things to go through. I really don't have a lot of brushes around. I could use some more baby brushes. Oh yeah, her hair's already tied back in a ponytail anyway. All right, so she's gonna sit as best as she can. And what we got this in the mail. And she is about a pound. This is an adorable doll. There's no funny smell or anything. I just think that I would want to have this matted. Very pretty eyes. The coloration of the eyes is great. It's a pretty doll. Comes with fuzz. I think I have a thing for fuzz. I can pull the fuzz off. Very cute lace skirt. Little fairy kind of outfit. So let's do the first thing we do when we get dolls. When I get a doll, I take the head off. All right, here she goes. So she has a pool noodle stuck way down there. And the body, they always come overstuffed. I wonder if this is to prevent the head from falling. Hello, hi Carrie. Carrie and Gorham. Lexi, thank you. The doll is really cute. I'm trying to improve it. I'm not trying to destroy it, even though it looks that way. It looks like I'm destroying it, but I'm actually trying to make it more like a Reborn. I need a softer, floppy body. And what's hilarious is that you have to take it apart in order to put it together the way that you'd want a Reborn doll. And usually squeezing the neck and doing it like that, you don't have to replace the zip tie. So that's actually pretty fun. Lexi, yes, I know. I have all of the ingredients to make this more of a floppy doll. See what I'm doing to the body? And I also want the weight, because right now it's like a pound. It's a pound. And so the legs, arms and legs are not as easy to get off of the doll. So I do have zip ties to replace the arms and legs. And so this is kind of what you would do if you had a doll that like a 7 to 99-year-old would want. And baby brothers are filled with, you know what they say, slugs and snails and puppy dog tails. And girls, they're filled with sugar and spice and everything nice. So let's get my finger stuck in there. So I have glass beads. Glass beads. I am going to put glass beads inside this doll. So this is a manufactured doll, but I'm actually going to make it more realistic. And this is what you'd do if you were taking this to a nursing home for grandma or someone who's going to expect the more real feel. So you're going to just get as much of the stuffing out as possible. You don't have to get everything out. We're not going to heat the doll. We're not going to heat it up. That's important. We're going to take each limb and we're going to get the glass bead thing that I got from Home Depot. It has a lot of glass beads in it. I just have to get it open. Okay. Okay, that's the hardest part. Then you take a little medicine cup and this is like a really fine glass pellets. And I do have a funnel. These are really fine. This is very much like a sand, I think. So the purpose of these glass beads is the weight of the limbs. And you're just going to fill them 3/4 of the way. And shake it down. And this is how to make the best Christmas present ever. Thank you for the like. in the walls. That is funny. This is such a pretty doll too, and I think that, you know, that's why grown-ups choose this sculpt, is because it's such a happy, awake doll. And so I'm stuffing it with the glass beads, and it's Maddie. And these dolls are available, but they're like 1 pound overstuffed. They're not really as much for to do a video for her channel. Yeah, this is my first live. So this doll is definitely going to so this doll is Maddie, very happy, wide awake, very cute. I think that this is a good one to go to my friend's nephew, cousin's mom, who's 99 and just went into a retirement home. And the problem with the stuffing at the foot, you can tell that it has stuffing in the foot. You can tell it's there because it continues to be compressible. And the sand is actually going to make it not really compressible. This is actually glass beads. I'm just calling it sand. It's pretty pricey glass beads, but it's kind of like glass sand. Wow. I love it though. This would be good for a little Zen garden with a little, okay. I think I can fit more in there. So I think that's what I'm going to do as well, is I'm going to mix some of these glass beads into a small, kind of like a candle dish, something shallow, glass, and then make a makeshift little fork or rake so that it's a peaceful little thing. I saw someone at work had one at her desk, and I was like, oh, and I had a stuffed otter at my desk, and one of the other nurses was doing staple removal and took it and gave it to the kid. So now I have no stuffed animal at my desk. And I was kind of sad about that because I liked it. It was a little otter with, let's make sure this will fit. Yes. So this is much heavier. I can still feel the squishiness of the foot, and I know that give it time, the glass beads will find their way down into the foot. Now, if I get this started with snapping, then I can put the leg back on. I just want to take the legs off real quick, put the weighting in, change the filling to the glass filler, and then hopefully not tighten it down too much, which I did it already. And if I do tighten it down too much, I use some super, super small scissors. I might have to cut it and do it over again. I was getting carried away, I guess. But it's just as difficult. I'm gonna wait. Let's do the other leg. Now the next leg. And I also have miniature babies, so I want to make sure to cut the side. I'll show you here. I want to make sure to cut the side of the strap because I still have this much to go, and I can pull out that little piece. So I still have a good zip tie, and I can put it with the miniature baby. Miniature baby's head I've been working on, and I just got the eyes in. And there you go. So some of them have these huge long zip ties. What I'm looking for is a much smaller zip tie. And I'm going to run that through. And let's get this leg. Wow, there's hardly any stuffing in there. Someone was asking about, hello everybody, hello. Thank you so much for watching. I'm doing a reborning video, so first time I've gone live. And I hope you're having a beautiful Tuesday morning. I hope it's as beautiful and peaceful as it is out here. I'm on an open air porch. If anyone was wondering, there's a roof over my head and no windows or walls. There's like a balcony kind of wall. So here's my trick on getting the inside of these out when it's so difficult. You get yourself a thick zip tie. This is probably the largest one I have. And you take your clippers and you clip some arrow points. So now you're going to feather the edges. And feather the other side. Kelly, thank you so much for sharing the post. Oh my goodness. And you don't want to clip it too far because sometimes I accidentally clip the tip off of these. You can clip the tip off later and see how I have it feathered. Then I'm just going to poke it down into the leg and twist. This is the secret to getting the stuffing out. And sometimes you get a good amount coming off of there. And yeah, this is going to Grandma Barbara. It's my friend's cousin's mom. And she just got into a nursing home. So this doll weighs 1 pound and not very baby-like, but I'm going to re-weigh it, put it back together. It's never been weighed before. I can see all that fuzz. In the back. Oh, I think I lost the tip. So save all the stuffing. It's always good to have stuffing. Cocoa melon. You know, I haven't seen Cocoa melon. My daughter was growing up in the time of Teletubbies. We danced around and we sang the Teletubbies song with all their names and introductions. So taking apart a doll so that I will give a doll that is weighted and more lifelike, a little more realistic. I also have a wig, and I'm not sure if this wig is going to work, but let's see. I'm going to show you the wig before you go. And this wig, I hope you can hear me okay. No, maybe not. I think this wig is too small. A wig would be cute, but this is where it all goes wrong. Oh well. Well, this wig actually came with a doll. Yeah, I had the front on right. And the doll must have had a smaller head. It was also a baby doll, so I thought maybe it would be the same size head. I'm going to leave the stuffing in here, and what I do is I get marbles. This is what happens to all the marbles. Don't get upset. I get marbles from the thrift store. And this is going to a 99-year-old lady. So I want the head to have some weight, just like a real doll. And I don't know the value of marbles. I tried to find out, but they said, you know, glassies, and I think these come out of drinks. But clear glass marbles are not really a desirable thing. I will definitely subscribe to the to your channel. Yeah, I'll go on there after the live and subscribe to all the likers. I'll be able to tell. I'll be able to see a list of people who like the video, and I'll subscribe to you. So I'm making a doll for the nursing home, which is my secret. Is that your secret superpower, or I don't know. And I probably shouldn't be using like all these recycled glass beads. But it makes the head so much more believably real. It's just instantly has a realistic feel. I had a patient in the nursing home. I work as a nurse, not a doctor. But I had a patient in the nursing home that liked a baby doll. And every time this person was upset or needed consoling, where's that one piece of styrofoam? This person would easily be consoled by the baby doll, just holding it. She would smile, or the person would smile and hold it. Let's just say it was a woman. And it brought so much joy. And I know that the family and friends never got a chance to see the joy that it brought. But I really appreciated the fact that this doll was there. Not this particular doll. The doll that that patient had was there with them to console them. I really appreciated that, because when it came to giving medicine, sometimes the person wouldn't want to be taking any medicine for the blood pressure or anything, and kind of just having a lot of anxiety, and then the doll would pop up. We'd play a little, like, oh, isn't she cute? Isn't she so cute? And then, yes, she's so cute. Oh, what a cute baby. And she'd hold it and smile. And I thought, this is really actually so cool that this doll can bring so much instant relief from stress and anxiety, and kind of that unwillingness to take your medicine. And there's, you know, the nurses there that we all knew this kind of hack with that patient. And so that patient got to play with the baby and feed the baby, and then eat some applesauce with the, to take medicine. Oh boy. The things I'll do to save a zip tie. I mean, I'm just trying to save a single zip tie. I could have done this without all this. I could have done a new zip tie, but I didn't. That was my choice. Okay, and I'm probably going to need a new zip tie. The joints on this doll, the doll's already looking a lot better, much better. Let's get that leg back on. So through the leg hole, I can put a bean bag in the rear. And usually these bean bags will be filled with poly pellets. Or marbles, and I don't want to put marbles because they're too big and they can break. And the other option would be a bag, nylon bag of glass marbles. And I think I'm going to use the nylon of glass marbles as my solution today. So I happen to have found some nylons. And sometimes I can find them at the thrift store, but you know how rare they are. And it's I'm going for about a pound. I'm just holding it up to the funnel and just filling it, relaxing. So cool. And let's keep that in there. These little glass marbles are definitely going to come through. So let's tie it in a knot. That's the hummingbird singing in the background as I work on making a doll for the nursing home. Christmas present for a lady who's my friend's cousin's mom. I hope you can hear me okay. I'm kind of just talking at my normal vocal volume. So I just cut the bag. That's the bag of glass beads. And this is a good thing to use the top of the nylons to put the glass bead bag in a double bag. Because I've got the wrong sand. I've got glass beads that are good for the limbs. I just focus on what they're good on for. They're good for the limbs, and they really need that triple layer protection. Let's see if it's going to come through. Nope. We're good with the thick top part. So, Keegan Gorham, are you the sheriff? Are you a sheriff or is it, because Keegan can be a number of different, it's kind of a neutral name. So now you take the bag, you try to put it through the leg. This is difficult. So now you try to straighten the bag out so that you can put it through the leg. And I wonder what Keegan, Gorham, Jefferson County. Where's Jefferson County? I think I have a spammer or something. They're not responding. But this person's mom has like so many subscribers. No wonder. It's got a great promoter. I really appreciate when this is shared, this live is shared to a group or something. That'd be great. Okay, we almost got in. Getting this bag. So this is going to be the rump, beanbag waiting. And then I'm just going to move the polyfill, all the stuffing around it. And make sure that the baby's still soft enough and floppy enough. That was a no. Okay. So I'm making this very likable for the adult receiving this in her 90s. And then later today I'm going out to get mail. Where did those clippers go? Right on the table, right in front of me. Okay, I'm just feathering the end of a large zip tie to get a lot of this. So I think it's not for everyone to for everyone in a nursing home to have one. So there doesn't need to be any government funding for baby dolls in nursing homes. There should be more government funding for staffing in nursing homes. You need more people. So sometimes when doing wound care with a patient who is having a lot of pain, you gotta get to it later, medicate and wait, and get everything else done with passing, 30 medications to 28 people. And then get back to the treatments. And some nursing homes have a treatment nurse but then they don't on the weekends. So there's no weekend differential for working on the weekend. They just want you to do more because they're not there to hear you complain. And so I got away from working there. I just kind of silently quit. I stopped being available after moving from full-time to on-call, and then just not available. So that was the way that I went about leaving, because I had friends there, and I still have friends there, and I didn't really want to leave, so it was kind of exactly what I was feeling as, like, just this uncertainty. And so I started doing home health, which I loved, driving to people's homes, doing wound care and treatments, antibiotics, PICC line dressing changes, post-surgical wound care, post-surgical wound complications, wound vacs, and training people how to manage their own PICC line. Well, I just come out and do the dressing changes once a week, so it was very rewarding. And then the company shut down. Can you believe it? The company sold as a profitable business. And then it sold again, and then no marketing, and the company got less and less business, and I got less and less hours, with no customers calling in for care, because it was relying on the namesake of the company. I love this little pointy toe. I don't know if you see that, but I'll turn it in just a second to show the pointy toe. So I've done a lot of different types of nursing, and I think that the baby doll was something that really was so soothing. It's worth a try. It's worth gifting to someone you know in a nursing home, or just adopt a granny in a nursing home. Go visit and play piano or do what you do as an activity entertainment. Meet some old folks, and if you see someone that needs something, make them your Secret Santa project, you know? Like, you could be their Secret Santa. Okay, I don't want to go too tight. This leg is perfect. I'm all thumbs on this, really. And I have a little sanding board. I have a sanding board around here. I have pretty much all of my tools in one place. And the sanding board, which had a yellow handle. I'm looking for yellow. You know, there's no emery board on that. But there's this little sharp, pokey piece. You just want to make sure that all the pokey pieces are not pokey anymore. That worked. Someone said to use oil-based acrylic markers. This is the worst thing to buy for Reborn doll projects. It's great if you're selling a car and you want to write the price on the windshield. So I'll be using it for those other things. Oh my goodness. Now, a lot heavier. The bottom half of the body is much more lifelike. The head is a little more lifelike. Let's work on the arms next. That's pretty cool. Okay. And there's no leaking of the glass beads. I will need to get larger glass beads. Now this doll, oh my goodness, it's cute, but you cannot even move the arms the way it's put together if you wanted to. You'd have to reassemble this doll anyway. And you can check out my other videos. I do have an eBay where I have some dolls listed. A lot of the dolls on my eBay are dolls that I made. It's dolls and fairy tales on eBay. Let me save this little zip tie for the little doll. And I'm going to harvest a little zip tie. So I'm not sure if cornstarch or something would make these limbs a little more mobile, but they do need something to make them a little more mobile. Let's remove it. I'm just removing all the polyfill as much as possible. And twisting helps to grab it all. Grab it all. That'll be a good plug. Oh, I think I got a good amount on here now. It's winding up really good. And I don't know if I got it all. It's hard to tell. But let's get the glass beads in there for weighting it. These can also be touched up with the air dry paints, which is why I bought a full set of air dry paints, even though I use heat set paints. With these manufactured dolls, sometimes this is all the time you want to put into it to have your baby ready to go. Wow. It got all the way down in there. Ah. And yes, I now realize that I got way too fine grit of sand, but it's going to work in the arms. So there's all these different levels of grit on the glass beads if you're buying in bulk from like a hardware store. And this is the first time opening this. I usually buy the glass beads from another source that's much more expensive. All right. I got that in, but I'm just not sure if it's gonna stay put. I want to seal it somehow, like hot glue. A hot glue would work as a plug. Because really, it needs to get a little further down. All right. Let's get the arm on so it moves. So now she's going to have mobility. And it is kind of sticky in here. I wonder if there's like a cornstarch. Rice flour? What do I put to make it not so stuck? Do I have anything? I don't specifically have something that will exactly make it not so sticky. I'm just going to go with it the way it was made and put it back together. And I guess I'm going to leave it like right at that level because now it's a little stiff. Now let's try to do this again without any part of this pokey part being difficult. It is a beautiful day here. I hope it's beautiful all around America. I hope it's this beautiful. All right, now baby's looking a lot better. Now the legs are much more weighted. The arms, this arm is weighted. This arm here. And it's mobile now. This arm, still from the factory, can't be moved. Let's change that. I'm thinking there's an issue with the beads. Glass beads. I put the glass marbles in the head. And it's such a beautiful day. It kind of makes me think, like, how can anybody be negative? Ta-da! All right, let's work on the final limb, and then we're done. We're ready to gift away. Gift away. Oh, did I cut it? I did. I cut it on the wrong side, so this has to go in the trash. So, did I glitch? Is there a glitch there? 11 people left. I mean, 11 people are still here. Can be said in many ways. So I appreciate the people who are here, having a beautiful day, enjoying the song of the hummingbird that sometimes comes along. They're singing, And they're super happy because they have 3 hummingbird feeders right here on this porch where it's safe. I only have one lazy cat. And the cat is way too lazy to catch anything. All right, maybe. Nope, I didn't have anything. Do I have longer tweezers? I don't want to get my tweezers stuck inside it all. I think I caught something here. Wow. So if the sun is still out, if it was out here on this side, I just have a lot of redwood trees around me. I think it would be shining on the porch. Here comes another couple of little hummingbirds. Oh yeah, I got it all the way down to the bottom of the hand. So I'm doing the full doll. Of course, I'm not doing any paint touch-ups. Paint touch-ups can be done after all the weighting is done. With air dry paints, it's not going to matter. I'm not going to have to bake the whole doll. There's the hummingbird. Wow. Now, I don't know Grandma Barbara, but since this is a person who just got admitted to a nursing home, I thought maybe it would be good to offer a baby and see what her reaction is, and if she likes the baby, she can keep it. If not, I'll take it back home and not burden her with something that she doesn't want, especially in a small space. And I'll list it on my eBay or something like that. I don't know. Try to gift it away. I do have some friends that work in nursing homes, so that can help if I can find the right recipient through them. All right, time for the clippers. Ooh, nice and smooth. Okay. And then covering that up with the cloth. Here we go. Oh boy, that's much better. So now, much more realistic. Ready to go. She's ready to go to a nursing home. Look at that. Much more realistic. I think the head could use a bag of the sand. Oh, I didn't cut one of the zip ties. It's funny. So if you are looking for a baby doll, the sand The sand cost is about $12. If you wanted to do this yourself, it's totally possible. The sand cost is about $12 of sand, and the doll is, I think it was $55, pre-painted and everything, so you don't have to put the eyes in or anything. You don't have to mess with anything there. You're just taking, and the cable ties might be $4. So you're taking and redoing all the cable ties so the arms and legs move. You're adding the sand, the weighting, and some people use play sand, so I think that that might be much cheaper than glass marbles. And then you're also adding some polyfill, poly pellets to the back end, and I can see why people like to pierce this doll's ears. I see this particular doll a lot. I can see why you'd want to pierce the ears. But I don't want to do that, because if I give it to someone in a nursing home and any part of this doll falls off, like an earring or something, I wouldn't want it to be under the person and causing any injury. I like the hair. The hair is done really nicely. So let's get the hat back on. This is a new baby. Much more realistic, much more holdable, much more just, I love the realism of the weight, the weighting of the body, and that's all you really have to do, which is an additional like $20 of materials. And then she's ready for grandma. And we can take her to, so my friend goes to visit his cousin's grandma, because the distance on where they live, it's just closer. And she's living in a facility that I used to work in, which is kind of funny. So either I'm going to go or I'm going to send the doll just as a gift and probably not expect it back, and then ask my friends to go check on the doll to make sure she likes the doll. Isn't it cute? Isn't it cute? Isn't it so adorable? So let's get her back in her bag. She comes with a magnetic pacifier and a bottle and a birth certificate and a diaper. I think we should put the diaper on. There's no snaps on this outfit. How? It's not made for babies. It's made for dolls. Well, we're all set, ready to go, ready to bring this out. I don't think that I'd be able to film the gifting of the doll at all, and that probably won't be filmed. I don't think I'll even try. But that's where this doll will go within the next couple days, maybe even today. This happy little doll is gonna have a new mommy. There. It's not so much. Not so different. That's exactly what you'd expect. A diaper. All right, that's a beautiful dress too. I love the outfit. Such a cute outfit with all the embroidery, little trim and everything, and the lace little skirt over the bubble romper. All right, let's get her. Now, when she's delivered, she's going to come out of the bag head first. Now she's about 4 pounds. And this is also good exercise for grandma. I mean, this, I can feel it. It would be great exercise. And with all the weighting and everything, with it weighted just right, and with it floppy, it's posable. It can be just bundled up. It can be held like that. It's perfect. All right. Thank you for joining me. It took exactly 61 minutes from start to finish to take apart a manufactured doll and get it looking a little more realistic to be delivered to someone who needs or might need one. We don't even know. But you know, it makes such a difference for the people who do get the benefit of having something to hold and snuggle and cuddle, that it's worth gifting just to see if it's something that that person will like. And most likely, even male patients benefit from having a little snuggly toy. Like it could even be a plush, and you put bean bags in it to make it a little heavier, and it could be plush Mickey Mouse, it could be plush teddy bears, it could be anything like that, because it's going to benefit, especially if you get it to be a 5-pound weight, and it's 5 pounds kind of mishmash, floppy. It's exactly what it needs to be. And so I encourage everybody to gift and share during Christmas time. Think of the people who might feel forgotten, even though they exist in our history, and they may have lost most of themselves as well. Think about people who are older. Think about people who didn't have a family and they're in for the holidays, and maybe living in a facility. And have a wonderful day thinking about all the good things you can do, because you can make a difference. And all right, well, so I'm going to try to figure out now. Thanks for my first live. Thanks for joining. Please give me a like and I can follow you. And I also hope that you subscribe to the channel, and we'll do this again. I actually have a real Reborn kit that I got, and I'm going to be painting. I'm going to be painting for my first time with air dry paints. Like these are Reborn FX paints, and so I'm going to be using those to paint a realistic baby doll, similar to one that I did a while back. And this one I did a while back has kind of messy hair all the time, so I keep it under a hat. But this little redhead, you know, they're cute. They're just cute. They're just cute. And it's not like I'm going to go running around trying to hold somebody's baby. I can hold it all. And I can admire the cuteness. And that's a good thing. And I think you should share that. Share any gift, really. And thank you.